You're wondering what's happening with Kensington, Maryland real estate these days. Well, you've come to the right place because that's what we're talking about today, and we're starting right now. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Harry Moore, and I'm a veteran full-time real estate agent in the Washington, D.C. metro area. And I post new videos every week about all things real estate in the DMV. One of the questions that I get all the time is, how's the market? If you're curious about what's going on with Kensington, Maryland home sales, then stick around for the next few minutes for an up-to-the-minute snapshot of the Kensington, Maryland real estate market. So, let's get going. First, we'll look at the current numbers for November and then the year-to-date numbers. We'll start with new listings. November this year 23, last year 25. That's a decrease of 8%. Total active listings at the end of the month. This year 34, last year 48. That's a decrease of 30%. And finally, the properties that went under contract. This year 26, last year 17. That's an increase of 53%. If you're getting your updates from Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, or any of the other portal sites, then many of the listings you're seeing may not even be available. If you want up-to-the-minute data, then contact your agent and have them set up an update for you that's coming directly from the multiple listing service. It's the primary source that feeds all the portal sites. Why not get the information direct? Here's another benefit of a direct MLS search. You can see coming soon listings. So if you want to know about listings when they're being pre-marketed on the MLS, then you need to have your agent set that up for you. Now let's take a quick look at the year-to-date numbers. Total number of sold properties. This year 287, last year 258. Median sales price. This year, $625,000, last year, $619,000. That's an increase of 1%. The average days on market, this year 32, last year 34. That's a decrease of 6%. If you've got a house on the market and it's not selling, maybe it's been on the market for longer than 32 days, and you'd like to figure out how to get your house sold, then check out my video up above about the 4 things you need to do to get your house that's already on the market under contract and sold. Here's another number that I like to watch: the properties that fail to sell. In November, 14 properties failed to sell. Although some of those probably came back on the market, it reminds us that even in a strong seller's market, not every house sells. 2 other numbers that I keep an eye on are the absorption rate and the list to sell ratio. Quick explanation of absorption rate. You take the average number of monthly sales over the past 12 months and you divide that into the active properties. That tells you how long it'd take for all the houses in your market to sell if nothing else came on the market. By using a 12-month average, that takes seasonal market cycles into account. If you know the number of months of inventory, that helps to determine what sort of market you're in. The dividing lines are as follows. 0 to 4 months is a seller's market, 4 to 6 months is a transitional market, and 6+ months is a buyer's market. The absorption rate in Kensington for November was 1.36 months worth of inventory. That's down from 1.84 months at the end of October. Now the list to sell ratio. That's how much the average home sells for as a percentage of the original asking price. You have to make sure that you're using the original price because that takes into account any price reductions there may have been. This is another good indicator of what sort of market you're in. Higher list to sell ratio means a seller's market. Lower list to sell ratio means a buyer's market. The average list to sell ratio in Kensington for November was 98.1%. That's up slightly from October. You're probably saying, what does all this mean? Well, inventory has dropped since last month. That's a combination of less new listings coming on the market, which is partly seasonal, and a jump in new contracts month over month. Low interest rates are certainly one of the big drivers of that. Another sign of the strong seller's market is the drop in total months supply to 1.36 months of inventory. Demand has remained strong, with average days on market dropping year over year. The lag in average sale price that we saw early in the year versus 2018 that turned positive a couple months ago has continued its steady climb up. So it's a good time to sell. If you know anyone who's thinking about selling, I'd appreciate the opportunity to speak with them to see if I can be of help to them in capitalizing on this strong seller's market. This is all big picture data, which is great to have, but real estate is very local. You can see big variations in the market based on price range and specific location. If you're thinking about getting into the market, either as a buyer or a seller, and would like a detailed neighborhood-specific analysis, my contact information is below. Just reach out, and I'll get right back to you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you liked what you saw, please tap that like button. And if you know someone, maybe a friend or neighbor, who might benefit from this information, please share this video with them. Last but not least, if you want to see more videos about real estate in the DMV, then subscribe and ring that bell so you'll be updated whenever new videos come out. Make it a great day, and I'll see you again soon.